Ha! I need to do this.
There we go. You are very stuttery tonight.
I am?
Your FPS is extremely low.
Weird. Might be because of the white stuff outside.
Could be. I'll be right back.
Intervals. This is what I've done. Okay.
Hello.
Like Batman, except with pepper.
I am Pepper. I am Pepper.
You've made my day. Thank you. All right.
Okay, we have a pepper.
Yes. I was doing a Batman impersonation, but instead of Batman, I said Pepper. I am Pepper.
Pepperman! Pepperman!
It doesn't fit as well as I wanted to.
Yeah. Kind of goes like, it reflects like a nickname that someone gave me a long time ago. Ugh. I know, Pepper's already a nickname, and someone gave me a nickname with my nickname. Very bizarre.
Double
So you can nickname while you nickname?
Apparently so. He thought it was funny, and I basically was like, I'm not a female?
So schools have closed for tomorrow. So the whole
Already?
family will be here tomorrow.
Yeah, they closed them early.
You know what's going to be weird is if they close everything and it's not as bad as everyone expected.
Hmm? Did I miss something?
No. I just said it would be weird if they closed everything early in preparations and nothing happens.
Oh. Yeah, it's happened before. That's happened.
You know?
Yeah.
I'm not saying that it has to be that way. I'm just saying it would be weird.
Well, what ends up happening is you end up with chuckleheads who do all their things about you shouldn't have closed. And then the next time this big storms come, they're like, we're not closing because the last time we closed and you all yelled at us. So we expect kids to be here in 4 feet of snow, which makes me mad.
Well, the thing is like, I didn't grow up with storms, like snowstorms. I grew up with hurricanes. So for us, like if we had a hurricane coming in, there were countless times where I would get full days off from school, and everyone was at the beach because it was completely perfect beach weather because the hurricane like basically veered off and never hit. Beach weather because the
Oh God, no! Please stop. There we go.
Why
Did that come through my speakers?
Yep,
Yes,
it did, but that's all right.
That's fine. Did you hit a button on Facebook and all of a sudden pop it back up?
Twitch, but yes.
Yeah. It was like, yeah, there's a sound delay. Has to be one of the streaming services. So, I'm trying to figure out a backup plan. I got all of the cards so all of them are done. All of them are done. So I have a project of artwork completed. Yay!
Yay! That is awesome.
However, now I need to do the dubious task of scanning them all in and making something with. So, yeah, there's that. I am correct in thinking that tomorrow it's going to be pretty much snowing all day.
Yeah, it's going to snow until mid-afternoon.
Okay.
Which reminds me, tomorrow morning's show, I'm going to start whenever I get up. Because nobody has to get up tomorrow morning, so all the alarms in the house are going to be turned off except mine. And I find that to be unfair. So in the interest of fairness to me, I'm turning off my alarm. Which may mean that I may start on time, or it may mean that I won't. But I'd like the option.
Okie dokie.
So it's like either we do the show in the middle of the day, and it's like a 4-hour long show because it would count as night and morning, or we don't have a show and then we go to the night and then we have a show.
Oh, well, usually though, I like to get up. I like to get up and get to work. I'm going to still work tomorrow. I just may be late.
We'll make it work.
So, I mean, you join me. Nobody has to join me. I'm just alerting folks that tomorrow I may be late. Hello, Bob. Because I'm going to not set my alarm tomorrow morning, and that's that. And so there. I didn't need to do.
Of course, you also won't be walking in this either, so...
Nope. So I don't have to worry about calling Alex and getting involved in that mess either, which is great. Because I'm watching it right out my little control window here. And it's spitting right now. We have probably not a lot down there. It's like about 2 inches. 1 inch. On the gauge.
Yeah, we have
there.
about 2 is here.
It's not a lot on the gauge. But they said the heavy stuff wasn't going to start till midnight.
We had 2 rabbits out in the front of our yard tonight, and they had cleared a spot of snow to eat the grass underneath.
It's going to snow on it.
Yeah, but they were eating it while snow was like falling down, so like they moved the snow out of the way to eat. It was adorable in a really weird way. Dumb.
Well, they aren't stupid either.
No, they're not. Just reminds me that when I had rabbits, that's all. I liked owning one. They're more work than a cat and a dog together.
Oh yeah. So Bob, all I was really saying was schools have all closed, so Mariah doesn't have work tomorrow, and the kiddo doesn't have to go to school. So everybody's disabling their alarms for tomorrow morning. And I was like, well, that's not fair that I still have to have my alarm going. So I have decided to not have my alarm on. I don't usually sleep past 10 ever. I don't think I've slept past 10 this millennia. So I'm not terribly worried about it, but I am going to get up and make coffee and, take a shower and go real slow in the morning and stuff like that. So the stream may not start till, 9:30 or maybe 9:45. Just giving you. So, yeah, you know what? I work for myself. Oh, man. I found both of the pieces of wood that I'm going to use for my new monitor project. So, this piece of MDF right here is going to be the base. And I'm going to put the base down on right here on this board. This piece of 2x6 is going to go like this. Well, it's going to go like this. And then I'm going to use these guys over here, these metal L braces. I'm going to brace this and put it to the MDF and brace it down. And when I do, that'll make it so that I can bolt the monitors here and here, and then they will sit here like this. And I will have a new monitor stand that will be not weird like this monitor stand is, which you guys cannot see it, but yeah, woodworking with Guy Davis. This is our new thing. Yeah, what we're doing. This is a heavy duty.
Oh, you said woodworking.
Heavy-duty shelf bracket. And then that should give me both of my monitors here. One of them will be tilted down a little bit. And I'll use this MDF to I'll put my PC on the MDF so that it won't rock forward. And then that'll be good.
Did they get my application, Guy?
Yes. And he sent the invoice to me.
Him? Cool.
He was like, I don't know who to send the invoice to, so I just sent it to you. And I was like, that's all right. Cayen and I will figure it out. And I said, we have zero plan, by the way. But that's normal, so don't worry.
Yeah.
He's like, that sounds about right. I'm like, yep, we got zero plan as we usually do. So it's all good.
And then, last year, I was able to pick up a bunch of those cube racks. The wire cube racks.
Sit behind most people in the. Was it widgets? Yeah, that's great.
Yeah, so we can set up a bunch of those.
Yeah, I don't know when Wicked West is. It's June, isn't it? I'm hoping
Is it
to
June?
make. Hey, Melon. I'm hoping to make a Chang standee by then, so we can stand up Chang in front of our table.
That'd be cool.
I think so too. Then people can take selfies with Chang.
I'm hoping by then I can have all 5 of my comics printed.
Ready to go?
Yeah.
I concur. Well, that's what I'm hoping. I'm hoping I'll have this complete episode done. If not, episode 2, but definitely episode 1 complete, so you can see what an entire cycle looks like.
So we're both looking at having
At least
a
3
lot
issues on
done.
the table. Yeah. 3 issues, and I should have two omake. So I should have 5 books on the table. In theory. Hey, we got some music on though.
Yes, just a little bit.
Our New Year's music, there we go. It's just a little overwhelming. I was listening to a K-pop song today, and they literally had they not only did they have actual like understandable bad words, but they censored it. I thought that was particularly funny on lots of different levels. So weird.
That is funny that it was censored.
Yep. And censored correctly. The song goes, "I'm no freaking angel." Hey, Joe! Check it!
Go?
No.
Oddly, we were talking about you last night.
Hey! It's a Joe!
Becker, man. Good to see you. We are staying warm. I hope you are as well. And I cannot control OBS from here, which is part of the reason why we need to do this.
What can't be good?
Talking about Joe. We were talking about Joe last night.
I don't understand. Talking about Joe is always a good time.
Well, good time, yes. But good for Joe is questionable.
True. I mean, he doesn't know what we're saying, so yes, I would be worried too.
If only we had recorded this to YouTube and Twitch and Facebook. Nah. We were talking about how RTG got started and stuff like that, and how I ended up getting drafted by Raph. But then as soon as I got drafted by Raph, I ran into you, and I was like, wait a minute, didn't we go to college together? It was like, that was so funny. Because like, I did not expect to see you, and you did not expect to see me. And yet, here we are.
And the world has never been the same since.
No, that's a given. So, anyway, But it was still pretty. It was interesting because it was like I would not have expected that. Really? Where is he working now? Nope. That was not what I want you to do.
I'm surprised you just haven't brought and asked Joe if he just wanted to pop in onto the show too.
Yeah, Joe can pop in if he wants. I don't know if that's in Joe's interest or wheelhouse, but Joe, you are welcome to pop in. If you do, let me, or if you want to, let me know, and I'll get you rigged up so you can join in. So, Joe, we were just talking about Wicked West. So Cayen and I are gonna share a table.
I have my own. I have my own.
That's awesome.
That's all right, Joe. You don't gotta be here. You can just chat with us in the duck pond. I like how he's calling us photogenic, though. That's nice of him. I mean, he's lying, but that's nice of him.
Well, I mean, I can be photogenic if I want to.
Yeah, you're the prettiest of us all.
Yet, I don't like pictures being taken with me. Yep.
Yeah. Isn't it June? Or
I
is
don't
it?
think it's June.
Wicked West is in April.
Yeah, it's in April.
It's in April.
It's in April.
Well, okay, cool. We'll get to see you there. I haven't seen Andrew in a while. I live in Loveland, so me, it's just a short drive every day for the convention there. Nice. So I think I came with a few plans, Guy, and I figured I'd ask you guys what I should do. Do a bunch of comic strips like this.
Oh yeah. I love our duck strip.
Yeah.
That is still.
Do a bunch of the duck strips, like 3 panels, always with 1, 2, and 3 quacks per panel, you know. And then just do a bunch of them, and do a print book of actual size, and sell that at Wicked West. Or challenge myself to get a small comic short done before Wicked West, written, penciled, inked, colored, printed.
That sounds great.
But I'm wondering which one I should do.
That a little harder.
Well, if I tell my husband, he's like, well, we have one that we need to do. And I'm like, well, I'm waiting on 10 pages. So you need to write those.
That's a bill.
I can't go into your mind and figure out what you want.
Yeah, I know.
Because he wanted me to redo the entire thing because he's like, your art style updated, so I want to redo everything. There we go. That's where I'm at. All right.
I like what you're heading for.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it either is going to terrify him into getting me those 10 pages, or I work on something else. Okay. So I think I have enough for like 11 of these strips, including the one I already did. but I wasn't sure if I was allowed to use the one that I already did yet. That's why I think I was
Duck?
at.
Our space duck?
Yeah.
Oh man, use that. If you can make money off of it, be my guest, bro. Do what you need to
Oh,
do.
so you just want me to use the same duck? Like do
I don't
everything
care.
in space?
Whatever,
I'll
whatever,
gladly do
whatever
everything
makes
in
you
space.
happy. I certainly am not claiming the ducks were something that you and I, I don't own your duck.
Okay. Well, my duck has a curly Q and yours has
That is so
spiky
cool.
hair. So,
Heading out
yeah.
to Joe out there, they're going to have book 2 of their Titties and Fangs for Wicked West. I think that's awesome.
Oh, okay, cool.
Book
Nice.
1 was a
I
long,
wasn't even sure if I wasn't even sure if mine even got in or not. So
I don't know.
I don't know. I had fun drawing the image. It was a long time ago, though.
That was a long time ago.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, I was going through my stuff and I went, wow, this is the mermaid I did for book 2 years ago.
Melon drew a chicken. Like
A space chicken.
yeah, I don't know what Melon's doing.
Cool.
Yeah, tried to make it right before all kinds of things went ugly.
I'll be realistic, Joe. There's a lot of stuff that went sideways for me too. So don't, please don't take it like. I just have fond. I just have fond memories of making the artwork for you.
Mm-hmm. Oh, the last several years have been pure hell. So
Yeah, they did.
Yeah.
I think I am stunned by the number of parents we've lost. That still bugs me. I mean,
Parents or
parents. Like I lost my dad. It's like just parents. Like all of my group of friends, we all seem to have lost one parent somehow for different reasons.
I don't want to go to your farm.
I don't know, man. I think Dan's bought the farm again.
oh no. My farm.
Ready to hear that, Melon?
That sucks. My mom passed in 05 or 02, I'm sorry, in 02. So that was brutal just before I went to college. And then my dad just passed last year. So I feel you, man. Both orphans. I remember my mom saying that when my grandma passed away. She was like, I'm an orphan now. And, she's like, I know I'm 45 or whatever it was at the time. She's like, but I'm an orphan. And I thought that was so weird for her to say. And then when dad died, I was like, I get it now. I know what she's saying. And I was 50 when dad died. So it's not like I was a child, but still, it's the same thing. It's like there's no spot to go.
Mm-hmm.
You got no, up until that happens, you've got a retreat location. You can go somewhere.
All right. Have fun at work.
See you later, Becker. It was good to see you, man.
Stay
Always
warm.
good to have you here. Stay warm. Drive safe, please. Please drive safe.
Yeah. Oof. Oof.
Yeah. That's the same with me. My mom had a sudden widowmaker heart attack. Talked to her the night before. Next day, she was just gone. And then my dad, he had COPD from smoking all of his life. So same thing. Just slowly went downhill, and then we knew it was coming. And I don't know which is worse. I really don't. I don't know which one's worse. I would have thought that one of them would have been worse than the other, but they were both pretty brutal. Feel for you, man. Feel for you. Alright. Yeah. Yeah, me too. And that was the thing. Same with me. With Dad, it was sad, but and he got to be with it. His brain was still there and everything like that up until the very end. That was his request. His body failed before his brain. That's all he wanted. So I got to hang out with him, and he told me a bunch of stories and talk about stuff. Mom was just gone that day.
Yeah.
That was rough. Either way, the TLDR on this was 2021 and 2022 can go die in a fire. I'm okay with that because I am over those guys. They were no fun. This is called an epicantral fold. Asians have them. It's a distinguishing characteristic of Asians. And Cayen is Asian stuff. All the huggies to you too. I appreciate that. Dad knew we were heading there. He knew it. So we got to talk. And he got to fix all the things. Everything was really nicely set up. He did a great job of setting everything up. So that, because we learned our lesson the hard way. When Mom died, it was such a disaster. Trying to keep all the paperwork, getting everything signed over. All of that stuff was just so weirdly complicated and stupid. And so Dad did not want that to happen. So he made sure it did. And everything was just handled. It was so nice. All right. I assume people will be taking selfies with her, so I'm going to make sure that we've got all the details straight so it doesn't look weird. Oh no! Wow.
Making her canonical height of 3'2".
Yep. Donald, I'm so sorry to hear that, bro. And on top of your loss, that's just not cool. That is so not cool.
Sorry to hear that, Donald.
That sucks ass.
Yeah. That's not right. That's not cool.
Well, I hope you win.
I do too. I do too. Are you over there, love? Okay. As long as that's not George, and I have to go in the same place, Donald.
You've lived there for 35 years, and they're now giving you that?
Yeah, what's going on?
Yeah, I would get a lawyer involved too.
Yeah, me too. Hmm. That's crazy. That's crazy, man.
The kiddo is not. The kiddo has brushed their teeth.
That's all I need.
Also, I'm very tired.
Mm-hmm. All right. Tomorrow, I will probably be doing woodworking. Just so you know where. So, but not tonight. Yep. So I'm going to put that and that together.
Oh,
And then I'm going to put all my little thingies on there.
I was like, okay, yeah, sure.
Right. Well, Bob has already said this is going to become the new tool time. So.
Okay, there you go.
Yeah, I don't. Let's figure out what. Let's. I hope for. I don't know how to help you, but we'll have to figure out a way to help you. Because you're right. Living in a car is not. That's not an option. We don't want to do that.
It's definitely not ideal.
No.
I've lived in a car. It's not fun.
Mm-mm. Right.
Mm.
Yeah, because you need to put electricity in the oxygen. Well, those two don't generally work together, but George, yeah, he's gonna go after your cup, just so you're cognizant aware. Yeah, he's doing it right now. And it's gonna end up in the sink. Okay, cool. Yeah, I was going to say, get the VA involved, regardless of how it works. I mean, I know people make comments about the VA, but when the chips are down, they're really, really good. They help down 90% of the time. Okay, 75%. Well, and it does seem to be hit and miss. It depends on who you get. But
Yeah.
but either way, we're going to be hopeful about it because we don't want to give Donald. We don't want Donald to lose hope here. So
Yeah,
we're all
no,
going to be positive.
no. Talk to the VA. That is gonna be one of your best bets. But just right now, talk to the VA. See what the VA can do for you.
Yeah.
I don't want you to hear my story right now. Just focus on the VA.
Yep. Be fine. Before my wife goes to sleep, I'm gonna go set up my bed.
Oh, and of course, we're in the middle of a snowstorm, and what do I get? An email to travel.
Are they trying to send you somewhere?
Because of who I was working with, I had like Expedia membership, and I canceled it. Like I closed it, but like they still send me like deals and stuff. So they still want me to travel, but like I don't. I actually do not like traveling on certain airlines. And I'm just waiting for like when I win the lotto and I can basically fly first class anywhere I want to go. But probably not my lifetime. Let's see.
All right. And better.
You know, I could just reprint my comic the way it is now if Bill doesn't get me those pages, right? And just reprint it. Seems good.
I mean, I would assume so.
Well, at least I'll have books, and if he decides to come with me to the event, then while he's there, he can talk about what he did. Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, see? Yeah.
I'm like, I don't know.
Sorry, I've been watching a pub named Scooby-Doo, and I watched the episode where Al Capone was there.
A thing? That's a thing. Fallen's Gaming.
Hey, Fallen! It's raid! Well, it's a big raid. It's Fallen and Tessa raiding. Hey, guys. Welcome to the Duck Pond. This is the Quasar Art Collective. Tonight we have I and myself, I am Kay. And over here is Pepper, down here. And we're all working on our various comics today and getting ready for various conventions coming up here in the future. So I am working on Armageddon Divinity. Guy is working on his comic, which is
Bellatrix Rising.
And Pepper, I have no idea what your comic is.
Random at this point. Please don't. Like, right now I'm on a working title that's How to Be a Psychopomb, so
who knows?
Who knows what's going to happen with me?
A title that will be around some future.
Most likely. Yeah, I like the notion of psychopoms, and if you don't know what one of those are, just think Carrion, the Chiron, the one that goes across the river Styx.
That works.
Yep.
Yeah, Donald, I'm with you, man. Pepper is just working and making art look good.
Yeah, well, I mean, I can show you some of the art pieces right here. I mean, I just finished all of these. I had to put it together and work out a plan for it still. Bill wants me to do it for Wicked West, but I don't think I'll have time. But, like, some of this stuff, like, my favorite two images are actually, that's what I'm trying to pull from right now. So I have this one. I don't know if you can see it.
That's nice.
Which, if I get a little bit closer,
yeah.
People. And then I have the opposite way one. But it's alive!
Yep.
And this one's just the fun one.
Oh, I like that one.
A lot.
And then trying to find the other one I liked. Oh. So I did one of the old god.
Nice. Oh, that's nice.
And then I'm calling him a resurrectionist.
Right.
But essentially he's a necromancer. So, I'm trying to see what other ones. Yeah. I have some of them on my Instagram account. I do like on how this one turned out too.
Oh, that one's a good piece. I like that.
So I'm pretty sure it's just gonna be a matter of like getting everything together, and I think I have to write up everything, and it's just I don't think I'll have it by Wicked West. Um, there's still a lot of work on those. Uh, what do you mean we threw toilet paper and eggs at our enemies' homes?
They're talking about.
I hope when you were kids. I hope.
Yeah, that's what they were talking about is a mean.
Yeah, and the trick is like when you did it as a kid, if you had money and did it with Quilted Northern or something like those, like a name brand, you would be seen as really rich now.
Right.
You know what's funny is I'm allergic to eggs, so
So you're not noticing this at all.
is not like really missed with me.
Right, this is a non-issue for you. Yeah. These doors are clearly where Ava come out. I'm just saying.
Are you doing Ava again over there?
I'm like making little like access doors. And I'm like, what do these access doors do? And I'm like, well, they go down a deck on the city, clearly. But then I was like, you know what that means, though? It means that they're Ava. It's that way. This is the way. This is the way.
You know, I just actually realized that they're making new Ava content.
It's a really uplifting experiences, Bob. Thank you, Bob. It depends on what you're talking about to some degree, yes.
Well, I know they remastered the series. And now they're doing a bunch of movies, but now those are getting remakes.
So it's complicated.
Yeah.
As you might imagine, it's not straightforward like you expect it to be. Hang on. What are your plans for tomorrow, Cayen? Coming from the duck pond.
Continue working on issue 5 because I have a deadline now.
Yeah, you do. So, Evangelion had the thing about Evangelion was when it was made originally, they had a number of episodes, but Gainax was suffering. The company that was making it was dying because
I'm
as
I'm
an
aware of that.
yeah, anime was dying, and so the last episodes of Evangelion have pretty much they don't make sense because they started losing funding and they started having difficulties doing finishing and completing this series. So the last episodes of Evangelion don't make a lot of sense altogether. And so what they've been wanting to do for a very long time was redo them. And
Yeah, but they've done 3 movies redoing the ending.
well, they actually have not. So they redid them with the movies, which was Birth, Death, and Rebirth. Those were the movies that redid the ending of Evangelion. But it was
the
depressing.
original series.
Yeah, the original series. That was depressing.
Right.
And, the kids all died. The world died. Everything just it was horrible. So later on, they did an alternate ending, an alternate universe ending where everything was somewhat happier. And that's what you're seeing out there is the alternate ending. That's 1.0, 2.0, and 3.0.
Right.
So that's what those
now
are.
they're on, but now they have 111, 222, 333, 444.
Yeah, those. Well, they do because I know that I saw. Yeah, because it should be "You Are Not Alone."
Right.
And, and
You're both correct.
All 1.11 is an extended version. That's all.
Gotcha. Okay. All right.
It's
Yeah,
still
like
You Are
that's
Not
what I
Alone.
mean. Like they took the movies and then they basically redid them. Like not like they didn't change anything. They're still the same things.
Well,
and I was reading an article. I was reading an article about like the most recently done one, and they basically were like hinting at the fact that they added a character that wasn't there before.
Yeah.
And that was
also not an uncommon practice.
Yeah, and that was to reflect the successful video game franchise that was based off of the initial show, where they brought an Japanese American girl into the fold, and like she balanced everything, I guess, with the kids, with the teens.
Yeah.
I don't see how that was possible because they're all pretty much kind of messed up in the head, but whatever.
Well, I mean, so part of the problem that we had with the show was that it wasn't what Hideki Anno was originally after. They ran away with it, and it wasn't his original. I mean, most of it was, but I mean, like, some of it wasn't. So a lot of it is also, now he is respected, so they're letting him do what he wanted to do originally. So there's a lot of that going on.
You mean not in the series with Shinji and Asuka to repopulate the world?
Right? Like, really?
He's strangling Asuka, or
that was a thing.
Yeah, that's when he went, like, that's when they had Shinji go psycho and kill everyone else, then kill himself.
Yeah. There are lots of alternate timelines. Apparently it all makes sense. So whatever is going on, it all makes sense in one way or another. I mean, like, it's all in line. So it's like either those are all alternate timelines or something, but they all make sense in one way or another.
Well, I know they did a manga where it was like Happy Days or something was like the subtitle of it.
Yeah, because it was like trying to be happy and not depressing, like it all was. Yeah.
right, and what's her name?
Ray.
Gray hair.
Yeah, Ray.
Ray. She was actually portrayed as like an emotional teenage girl in it, and it was very weird to read.
Yeah.
I liked it. I really did. I did like the way that it was set up, and they kind of hinted in the original show that there was another alternate universe where that was a possibility,
Mm-hmm.
where that
Yep.
actually was occurring. And I just remember watching it. And now, mind you, I watched this in high school, and I got that.
Yeah.
So, like, some people were like, "Didn't you watch it? Like, blah blah blah. This is on how it really ended." And I was like, "That's not quite, because basically the original ending seemed like it was all in Shinji's head. Like, it didn't make sense."
Hey, Dad, hero.
At all.
Yeah, well, that's what Bob's saying. Early on, it was hinted that this was some kind of dream. That
Yeah.
this was Shinji having problems with his dad issues.
Kuderi? I'm not familiar with the term.
I'm not either.
I'm not. Hold on.
Hang on, I have to look that up. The character who's been called Blunt and Cynical.
Yeah, there's a bunch of them. It's kind of like the Tsunade, where they act really like they act tough and they push people away, but in reality, they're actually sweet and loving.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So-
Kudere, yeah, they use those two a lot. Sorry.
Fair. Thank you, Dad Hero. It was very informative. We all had to look that up. We're like, hey, what we found out? It's like,
what is this term?
Yeah.
I mean, it's it all is gonna. But no.
And we all go quiet.
I'm alone quiet.
Well, I'm actually kind of just like thinking, because me and Bill got on. I keep reading more reviews about Velma.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like it's going well. Yes. Oh my God.
Yep.
Although, I don't know, the way that it was mentioned was not as a code name, which made it funnier in my book.
I just want to point out that Asuka coming on a U.S. carrier was kind of ironic, because all other storylines have her come from Germany.
She is German. She was even German.
Half German, half Japanese.
Yeah, so are you, Asuka Langley.
Yeah.
But
but
she was, and she wasn't actually on a U.S. carrier. She was on a UN carrier.
Yeah. But no, I think the girl that I had mentioned that was well liked, that was Japanese American in the video game
character.
That character, I don't know her name because they just said she was Japanese American, and I didn't really give it any thought.
Mm-hmm.
She trained with Asuka.
Yep.
So, Yeah, Bob is right. The original series did have her on the ship, did have her on a carrier that was called the Harry S. Truman.
Oh yeah. Well, I think that the statement, if I recall correctly, was that the carriers were uh, taken from the U.S. by the UN. Well, yeah, except I think that when we're talking about the lore of uh,
The
when,
lore of Ava, like the UN is kind of like the global government.
yeah, it's like the global government which came along as a result of the attack of the angels.
As after the first angel attack.
Yep.
So everything's controlled by the UN. Yeah.
Yeah. After Second Impact, everything changed so much. Yeah. Agreed. Right.
By the way, thank you guys for keeping up on chat for me. Only having one monitor really sucks.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm with you. I'm down to 2 monitors, but still, it is unpleasant. I'm with you.
I'm just looking at research to make sure I get some things right, but I'm just looking over when people say something.
Yeah, that's what we're doing.
I've been painting pretty much all day, every single day this week. I'm kind of happy I'm not right now.
Fair.
Mm.
Okay, so I have a little shout out to the movie Angel Heart in here.
Nice.
Ellen, I don't think that would be a problem with us if you want to join us one day when you're up for streaming again.
Yeah. That's no problem.
I mean, I think Guy has been pretty vocal about inviting people when they want to come.
Yeah, they want to be part of the art collective. Join us. Join us.
Guy will send you a pink duck in the mail.
Yep. I will send you I'll send you nanoprobes from Borg nanoprobes.
Join us.
Right.
Soylent Green is people.
Yep.
This is, an accountability stream. It's to make sure that we're all getting art done,
Mm-hmm.
Yep. That's the whole point. Make sure we get our work done. Because us ADDers, or at least I'm speaking for myself here, the ADDer, because I won't get stuff done unless I have an accountability stream. That sounds like exactly what we need to get on here and be accountable. We will help you hold yourself accountable. That's the battle plan. Oh, a jellyfish. Yes. That's what Bob does, man. His jobs. Him and Jerry. Right. And that's
Oop.
nice. Oh, speaking of, my nibbling passed their driver's test today.
Yay!
This has been a somewhat long fight. So, I'm very proud of them. They did a good job. They, for reasons, and I'm still not sure why, James decided to take them to a different driving school than my driving school. And they taught them the wrong thing, and they failed the driving test and all kinds of stuff. And so they were very crushed. So when I took over and took them to my driving school and got some of their bad habits worked out, and then they passed without any problems. Just fine. So makes me happy because it's become a sore spot between James and me. Like, why did you do that? No, that's really not what you need to do there. All right.
I'll be realistic. I mean, sometimes it's just about the place, not anything else. Because when I went to go get my license, I actually went to the same place multiple times and I kept failing there. But I went to another location altogether and I actually passed there.
Right. And Bob, if you're talking about my nibbling, no, they didn't slip. It was just weird. Some of whatever it was that, I mean, they taught them the weirdest stuff. Like they taught them not to use hand over hand. The hand over hand technique where you grab the wheel and you go hand over hand like this. They said that only police do that. And I'm like, it's literally in the Colorado driver's handbook. Like, I don't know
That's
how.
every driver's handbook that I've ever read.
Right. But I mean, like, that's my job is to teach the Colorado driver's handbook. And it's literally in the driver's handbook. And I'm like, I don't know how any of us could possibly think that that wasn't allowed. You know what I mean? Like, it's in the handbook. Yeah, and so it's like I don't know how that happened. That was so weird. But they came in and they were all upset because it was right. And so they were doing only push pull, that kind of like trying to do this, and the vehicle shaking all over the place. And I was like, I'm sorry, but I'd have to. Hey, cat.
Hey, cat.
Link is still live if you want to join us. Same link. Link doesn't change. So if you want to join that link, you can always join that link just the same way. If you wish to join, you're always welcome. But yeah, I mean, like they were doing push pull, so the car's like shaking back and forth. And I was like, I have to tell you that if I were testing you right now, I'd fail you on this because you don't feel like you have control of the vehicle. Still working on that page. That works. And I'd have to fail them for not having control of the vehicle. And so we worked on it and we worked on it and we worked on it and they came in to test today and it was with my buddy who was testing them. I've already said a long time ago, my kids, I'm not testing my kids. I'm not teaching my kids, I'm not testing my kids,
But that's also good on your part because that doesn't show favoritism. You're
Yep.
having someone else do it.
I'm having and the teacher that was there was one of my favorites. So like in good hands, and she did just fine. Like that whole testing. We're gonna bring Kat in. Hang on. Hey, Kat. See if your mic's working.
Hi, Kat.
Mic may not be working. Kat's gonna be like, the hell. We love you, Kat. It helps me. Yesterday, Kat came on and there was a lot of mic trouble. So we'll see whether that is still occurring or not. And might be. And that's okay. Yep. That's all right. We got time.
Yeah.
We're just sitting here enjoying the snow that you're not enjoying.
Yeah.
Just-
Yeah, we're getting a preview of your weather.
Yeah. Because it's heading your way.
I feel like the weather that we're experiencing is not going to be the same strength by the time it gets to her.
Nah, that's true.
Well, I don't know. Sometimes it gets stronger and is, but not
Heads
as
over the
cold.
East Coast.
Yeah.
Well, this is the same storm that Melon was dealing with a couple of days ago.
Yeah.
So it started over on Melon's side, and then it came through here, and
here in a couple of days, it'll go.
in a couple of
through
days they'll be
Tennessee.
heading over to.
I
Oh,
just
that'll last exactly 1 year. and then you will be over it like the rest of us.
Yeah, I remember it like my very first month in Colorado after I moved here from Florida. I was super happy because it snowed on my birthday. And my
Right.
birthday's in May, folks.
Yep.
Birthday's in May. You quickly get over it.
What was so funny is I have this wonderful picture that my mom took in 1973, 74, something like that. And let's see. You there?
Hello?
No. Still think they're having problems. I'm just gonna draw. I don't have time to play with it. Aw.
That works.
You can still join us and just hang if you want. You know what? I'm gonna turn you off screen because there's just black screen. Can you share your screen? Because if you can share your screen, then you could type over here in the. Yeah, it's a black screen. Even here on Restream? Huh. You
Weird.
guys are seeing a black screen too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I see a black screen.
That's weird. So your OBS is having a problem. Huh.
Then people wonder why I don't use OBS.
I use OBS every single time, and the only time I've had a problem with OBS was when I was trying to do that weird, frankly, asking way too much of OBS. You can just chat. That's fine. But what you should do though is chat over in the duck pond though, so that everybody can see what you're saying. And that way we can see you over in the duck pond, and everybody else can see you over in the duck pond. So, yep. And then we'll just. That's a bummer we can't see their work. See your work because that's some serious stuff. Yeah, so I was saying that I had this picture I found of my mom had where it was the apartment complex we were living in at the time in Aurora. And she's like, "It's May and it's snowing." And I'm like, "Yeah, this isn't the same mom I grew up with." I don't know why it does that to me. That is kind of strange. She was so excited about the snow in May in 1973. But by the time I grew up with her in the 80s, she was not so hot on it anymore. It was pretty funny. That was good. And I don't know why it keeps doing that. That's a weird OBS communication issue. Some sort. If you guys are wondering, this is Polaris. This is the city in Polaris called Saline. So the UMC Polaris is a home ship in Bellatrix Rising, and the home ship is built with a city in it. So it looks like kind of like a flower with a city in the center, and this is the city that I'm working on.
Weird commercials. All right. I just.
Yeah, I don't know if I've gotten emote slots or
Yeah,
not.
like City 7. You got it, Bob. In fact, I'm going to unashamedly say that I'm pretty much doing this because of Macross.
How do I check to see if I have slots?
I hope you're asking Melon, because I'm going to stare at you, because unless we're in Vegas, I don't know anything about slots.
Emote slots, custom emotes.
Does that mean that then they're loose slots, so like you're totally gonna they're due? Yeah, now I'm just being horsey. I know you're actually talking about something real, and I'm not, because I'm lost. So you have to get an affiliate. Huh. Well, congratulations. You are close to affiliate. I am nowhere near it, which is fine. I am no hurry.
To affiliate. Stream for 8 hours.
No, that never.
3.75 out of 8 hours. So
There's no way you've done that. Come on. I don't believe it.
So it looks like I need 4 more followers, and I need to have an average of 3 viewers. And I am well not away. I'm not close to having the 3 viewers.
Apparently, Millen can fix that.
Comically, I'm actually, if I get an average of 75 viewers, I almost have passed to partnership.
Yep, I'm warm. Thank you, David.
Oh, I can't help you. I'm already following you. Bummer. But I am following Melon, which is good.
Yes.
Like my Twitch side, I'm like, I don't understand Twitch still, sort of. So there's that. I mean, I understand it, but I don't understand it. Does that make any sense?
Uh-huh.
It makes some sense. Like, I really feel as comic artists, you have to figure out what hill is the hill you're going to try to thrive on.
Right?
Like, you know, I'm doing a little bit of Twitter. I'm doing a little bit of social, you know, the streaming side, the video side.
Right.
And then there's Reddit and...
Yeah, stay warm. Do you work tomorrow, David? Sorry. Before he disappears. Okay. Well, drive safely and carefully.
Yeah.
Take care of yourself. Because I don't think it's going to get any better out there. In fact, I'm pretty sure it's going to get worse as the night starts to roll on. We've already gained another inch of snow since.
Good night, David.
Dream. Good night, David. Okay, sorry about that. Where's I going with this? I don't know where I'm going. It's back to tool time.
By the way, this section makes a whole lot more sense now, Guy.
Because you've been working on it?
So, remember in issue 4, I had that entire section where she was walking down the hall and the entire structure was screaming at her?
Yes.
And I removed that.
I do remember that.
I'm starting to write it back in, but I have this entire bit where Sunshine pokes the bear. And he blames what happened in section 3 on the group.
Right.
So he causes the riot that happens. And now I'm starting to write the riot, and it feels a lot better.
Oh, that's good. That sounds awesome, actually.
But I did a little bit for that was an homage to Angel Heart. So in Angel Heart, Robert De Niro has the egg scene where he's talking with Detective Angel, and he is talking about eggs. And he goes, religions view eggs as and he's eating this egg, and it's absolutely the most sinister bit I have ever seen. It's great.
That's why De Niro's a master at it.
Yeah. So I have that little bit here, and he goes, so do you like eggs? And the guy responds, a bit. And he rolls and he cracks the egg, and he said, do you know some religions view eggs as a symbol of the soul, as he's biting into the egg? And it's like total homage to...
Right. That's awesome. Cut twice, measure once. It's important.
good thing I know that you're talking about woodworking, because if you were a surgeon and had to remove someone's leg,
Just saying. Rules apply. Don't make the rules.
hey, they always mark the leg that's going to be cut off
For a
before
reason.
the operation,
Yep.
just to make sure that they get the right one.
I got the wrong leg operated.
The problem is, how much of this can hold my PC? And is that just going to end up doing what I was thinking it was going to do, was this way? And if so, should I go the other direction? Maybe I should. That's 12 inches on this side. Yeah, see, that'd be enough room that even 12 inches on this side would still be fine. And would give me sort of a platform to put my PC on. And like the mixing board and stuff like that probably ought to be this way too. Oof. Really close to the edge. I think that. Okay, I'll be right back.
How are your animals?
Well, alpaca are they natively come from the high mountains of Peru, so this is their weather. So they love it. The chickens, huh?
You have other animals though.
The chickens are cold weather animals, or they're cold weather chickens, so they're hardy in this kind of weather. And I made sure that they're all buttoned up and ready to go for the storm. So they're happy and they're good to go.
Mm-hmm. Hey, if I really wanted to get eggs, I think I would just ask you.
Yeah, they're not laying right now.
Well, of course, it's winter. I always find it funny because when the area that I lived in, one of the areas of Florida I lived in, there was a farm that they consistently had new hens every year. So once a year, they would have first egg,
First egg.
first hen eggs for sale. I'm like, huh? And they would charge people. Not gonna lie, they would charge people $15 for a dozen of these eggs that were about half the size of a normal egg because they were the hen's first egg.
Okay, that's odd, but I get it.
That's a choice.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you for the warning, Bob.
Yep. 15-minute warning.
Yeah. The place was a little bit weird and a little bit culty as well, kind of like the farm place in Loveland.
The farm place?
It has a church, a farm, and living quarters.
That's a combo. Back to
That is a combo right there. A combo has happened.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. And the people that live there, they work the land.
There.
And they try to recruit people to go to the church.
Uh-oh.
And if you're a member of the church,
You're Will Robinson danger.
You have to work part of the store when it's open, or you work the land with the rest of them.
Yeah, that's pretty culty, all right.
I'm not gonna lie, that place scares me.
Yeah. I'm kind of doing the same thing. I'm like, well, that's a choice. And a scary
Everyone
choice.
has a choice in life. If you want to join a cult, join a cult. If you don't want to be in a cult, don't join a cult.
Uh-huh.
Are you talking about what I just said, or?
Is he talking about the market bearing it? Or are we talking about Melon?
No.
Oh.
80.
Oh, it's like, what? We talking about cults? How did we start talking about cults? Melon, you and me both. I'm like sitting here going, how did we get to cults again? So, kind of with you on this one. How did we get here?
Okay, I have ADHD and I'm neurodivergent, so I have weird things that go off in my head, and so sometimes certain subjects just come out of my mouth for no apparent reason.
I'm not complaining.
It leads to some very weird conversations with me.
I have had lots of great weird conversations with you. They were very bizarre, and I loved every minute of it. Got nothing wrong with any of this. Certainly not going to catch me complaining. I am not complaining about what you brought up. I'm sitting there going, these are weird people.
I'm a person that legitimately chooses to go by the name Pepper.
Right?
Online.
By choice.
By choice.
You chose this. You chose it.
And when you were talking about your chickens, I just expect them to have lots of fluffy feathers all over their bodies now,
Oh, they do. And
and have like fluffiness around the heads too.
they have a bit of fluffiness around the heads.
Okay.
The,
Do they have the chubby feet as well?
no, they don't have the chubby feet. They have the chicken feet.
Okay.
But like I switched up how we used to feed them to a new style where they're automatically fed whenever they want, and they seem a lot happier.
And fatter.
Yeah, but they seem a lot happier and healthier.
Nothing wrong with that. I mean, I'm making fatter jokes, but the truth of the matter is fat chickens are also happy chickens, so there's nothing wrong with this plan.
Yeah.
And fat chickens make good dinner.
Yeah.
Well, and also the extra food helps them get through very cold weather like we're having now.
Mhm.
So I'm not necessarily against, making sure they're chubby in the winter.
Mhm. I just want to point out, like, if you have a chicken that they're just like picking on, do you like notice that right away or not?
Yes, there's two that get picked on. So we try to keep all of our chickens about the same size.
Mm-hmm.
But we had some friends who wanted to do backyard chickens, and then their HOA got on them, and so they gave their chickens to us. And they got an eclectic group there with a Jersey Giant, which is absolutely massive, and a golden pencil neck Hamburg, I think is what that is. But she's absolutely tiny.
Aren't they like almost the same size as a Cornish game hen?
Just about.
Wow, it's a tiny chicken.
So we have a really small chicken, and then we have another chicken who's one of our oldest ones by the name of Daisy, and those two get picked on a lot. So I'm always watching out to make sure that they're eating and that they're not being chased away from the food and they're getting stuff. So,
Well,
and
the reason why. Go ahead, sorry.
Since I switched to this new style, they seem to be picked on less. So I'm actually really, really happy with what I've been seeing.
Right.
I just know that when I had a chicken, my sister's chickens would come over and stomp on my chicken's eggs.
God.
Every single time my chicken laid an egg.
They probably viewed them as competition.
Yep.
Yes, because my chicken eventually was decapitated by a rooster that was when she went into the middle of a fight between another rooster and that rooster.
Yep. That's the way it goes.
She tasted good.
There you go. That's fair. All right.
Well, the creepy thing was I actually, now that I think about it, I think I was told this story while we were eating her.
Yeah, I am not into stories about food. As a storyteller, I like to think that my food has no story. And it makes me happier that way. And so I don't like to hear about stories about my food. Thus, my food has no story.
So apparently my phone is having problems with the internet. But I still have full connectability on my computer.
Yeah.
Okay. Looks like I have about 10.5 pages to finish up issue 5 on my scripting. That's not bad.
I'm rolling in. Tomorrow I'm going to be doing drilling and putting in hardware on this. So I think I've got this under control. Then I can put these guys up on this. And that would make my life so much easier. All of a sudden.
All right.
And then, actually, I was just thinking this. The idea about this. Not 90 degrees. Hoping for 90 degrees and nothing to do. So if I can do 90 degrees, then it will turn 90 degrees. Well, what do you think of that? Because maybe I want to turn this in a little bit of an angle. So I do this at an angle.
Can you guys still hear me?
Yep.
Yep.
So I don't know how much time I'm gonna have, but since it's midnight now or a minute till, I'm just gonna have to log off because my
Internet's gone out.
haywire. All right. See you all
I'll
later.
see you later.
Bye.
See ya.
Bye-bye.
And then there was 2.
And only for a little while longer, because like maybe another minute or so, and then you and I are gonna.
Yeah, head off into the sunset.
Yeah, we'll ride off into the sunset as well.
So, anyways, guys, it has been fantastic.
It has. Thank you for joining us all. And we had Melon here. We had Steve, Dev Hero, and we had Bob.
Pest Fallen.
Yeah, we had a lot of people here tonight.
Yeah, Becker. The
Becker was here. That's the thing that kind of gets me. Kat's been here. And boy, we had a lot of people today. And so I'm going to have to find where my mouse went, though. Yeah, so I appreciate all of you guys being here today. Thank you very much. We'll see you all tomorrow. We're all going to I'm going to stay home tomorrow. Everybody's home tomorrow. Like I said, I probably won't start stream till a little later because nobody else is setting their alarm for the morning, so I'm not going to either. So the stream may start at 9:30 or something. We'll see what happens. So in the meantime, I hope everybody else takes it easy. And And I hope that if you're here in Colorado, you take it easy and be safe driving out there because it's already looking pretty ugly. And I assume you're staying here too, aren't you?
Yeah,
Cayen.
I'm staying inside. Yeah.
Yeah. No reason not to. All right. Well, thank you all for joining us, and I hope we see you all tomorrow, tomorrow night or tomorrow morning, either one. Either way, I hope you have a wonderful evening and keep your eyes on the stars. Goodbye.